right, has made a character non-binary or trans.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And even there's a cartoon that's aimed at kids that are like, I think 4 or 5 years old.
Paw Patrol has a non-binary character.
Yeah. But there's a superhero character in a cartoon, right? A boy who has a ring, and when he puts the ring on, it turns him into a superpowered girl.
What cartoon are you talking about, bro?
Dude, Google it. It's called something like She Zhao.
It's like Hansel and Gretel.
It's aimed at kids that are like 4 or 5 years old.
It's like the Green Lantern.
This cartoon has been put to schools to show kids.
The Gay Lantern.
See, you know what's weird?
The Gay Lantern.
I remember me and my friends thinking when
nice to meet you, by the way. I've seen you around.
Hey, Jake, remember the movie Hook? I remember me and my friends when we saw that we were like 10 or whatever, thinking like when those Lost Boys, like, are they fucking gay or something?
That is true. That is true.
Like, you know, like colors and shit. I thought they were gay. You know, that's how different we were. Like we didn't like everyone was just kind of I look at my fraternity had gay people in it.
Yeah,
but you never know. They were just like regular. They weren't flashy, crazy. The trans, what it is an excuse for the most deluded, crazy people that should be in the loony bin, but we closed them down to go out and do whatever. Like, do you think, like, that's what I'm saying. It's always there have been gay people, and look, I'm not promoting, I'm a Catholic, but there have been gay people that have been everywhere for a long time and nobody knew about it their whole life until they died. They wrote it in their memoirs or something.
Sure.
Like, but the reason you're seeing all this crazy stuff is because we are now promoting to be the most seen person, you have to be the most extreme. And very few
Glee,
of these
bro. Glee.
Yeah.
I blame Glee for this. Glee started all this shit.
Yeah, but the thing is being really gay, like an actual gay person is somebody who is what they are and they're secure in it. They don't need to go flaunt it with everybody. They don't need to go throw it in people. They are who they are. They're confident, just like anybody else is confident in their shit. These are the people that what they are the art kids that were in art their whole, or in band in art through their whole lives and have nothing to do now. That's what they are. They have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And so they do the craziest shit to want to be
gender. This is why gender is an infinite spectrum, bro. Gender's an infinite spectrum because as soon as they just want to be unique, they've got nothing else to their identity. They want to be special. And if they create a gender and if they imagine some pronouns for themselves, the minute somebody else joins it, they get pissed off. And then they're like, no, I'm going to create mine. If you want to have the most fun, go on some fucking Reddit thread about people with like strange genders and like unique, like a unique gender identity with unique pronouns. Go on it and say, I like that. I'm going to be that too. And watch how they fucking go crazy. They will melt the fuck down. And they'll be like, now I need to find something unique and special. But remember that person's name, hunt them down, go on it again and say, oh, I like that too. I'm going to be that one now. And they'll go fucking nuts, bro. They'll go nuts because they want to be like, no, I want to have my own identity that's just my identity with my own pronouns that are just my own pronouns. And this is the culture that you've created. You've created a culture of these narcissists who want to feel special and unique and on an island all of their own.
Yeah.
And they can make their own
Well, not only
group,
that, they
but
want to be
that's
on top. They want to be on top of everybody else too in terms of.
But let them
class.
make their own group and do that. Leave the gay people alone. So, see,
no, they don't want to do that.
This,
that's the thing, Chance, man. They don't want to do that because they want control. They
want to take the progress that gay people made and then bastardize it. See, so
I did all the work.
Man about this before.
You've done all the work, man. They just want to take the results.
You're old enough.
What's a country you might visit, man? If you ever could visit somewhere.
I would say Germany. When they were having Senate hearings.
Would you ever go back to your homeland, your family's homeland?
They're going to come for
and look, if you recall, what I'm saying, if you recall, that what's going on now is exactly what people were afraid of happening and what they were.
Yeah, but it wasn't the gays that did it.
I'm not saying that it was. I'm not saying that it was the gays that did it. I will say this. I will say that a lot of today's today's gays and today's climate are just as weird as some of these tees.
I just had a
question. Gays, because you suck one genus in college don't
and
make
the girl
you gay.
with the big eyes have a
I
thing
get
going
that,
on?
but
That's
you
pretty gay.
understand. I mean, if you look at
women
pride
should be
parades
seen.
20
Not
years ago
heard.
to pride parades now, 20 years ago they were actually family friendly.
No, they weren't.
But
Not
that's
where
the
I'm
whole
from.
point. I'm saying.
No.
The existence of the tease has dragged everything so far left. It's a disease. If you allow people to say reality doesn't exist, that is Pandora's box to there is no reality.
Stop making me agree with you, Imperious.
Yeah, this is why I gave the software analogy. This is like if this was a code virus,
to that one.
how would you prevent this? And they have no answer.
I do want to have a caveat to that one because Blair White was actually debating Beyond the Rule about this a couple months ago. You know, nobody really knew who trans was. Even Beyond the Rule, when when Beyond the transition, you have to have a job. You have to go through all this process first. The problem is they lower the standards to the point that now anybody can get it.
But like in Ireland, I think in Ireland, there's a guy called Mrs. Brown. It's a character called Mrs. Brown. That's a dude who dressed up as a woman. Like he's a funny fucker, all this kind of shit. Like I have no issue with these motherfuckers that are like, yeah, no, like I just want to appear as though I'm a woman. Like, you know, that me, that's like a magician. That's Vegas, baby. That's the American spirit.
Yeah, the illusion.
But for the rest of this shit, where it's like you're confusing young kids, and the consequence is them cutting their genitalia off, castrating themselves. Like, what are we doing?
No different than I would never show like any kind of like Playboy to a kid.
Yeah.
Like, can we just leave like the people that don't need to be involved in that shit out of it?
But here's the thing, Imperious. I wouldn't want to say this. Like, it's not really just I don't think it's just the tease. There's some, that's probably insane, but it's really the activists and those who are like part of the political packs that are pretty much pushing for this crap because it's an agenda. They want power. It's always power play, no matter what. You always got to figure out who's trying to gain power.
Yeah. You have the pharmaceutical industries. You have the legal industry. You have Well, it's more than communism. Like, this is beyond communism. What we're dealing with now. This is neo-communism.
Well, no, this is if you look at what's going on. Look at what.
Well, this is a product of neoliberalism since the 1940s.
It's Marxism, bro.
It's the same thing that happened in Iran. The reason why Islam was able to take over in Iran is because the Islamists and the communists got together, overthrew the government, and the Islamists wiped out the communists. Like
exactly.
The end goal of one sec. Let me explain. Let me explain for Miguel. The end goal of communism is a stateless society. A stateless society is a society run by religion. It's just if everywhere has Sharia law, we don't actually need this idea of nations. We just have our religion. Like that's all communism, and that's why it blends with communism. That's why you've seen overthrow Iran. That's what's at the gates of America, and we get called conspiracy theorists. Now, let me ask. Let me tell you this, Terry.
I just want to say, I have one last thing to say. So, and I'm not going to leave, but I'm just, Snowman and I have talked about this, and there may be outliers, like there are with anything, but from what I've seen, the majority of the people who are like, yeah, we should talk to kids about trans because of all these weird reasons, don't have kids. And then I say to them, oh, hold on. Do you realize that a kid who's like under 16 even, and maybe even older, but especially like a 10 or 12-year-old, are dumb as rocks.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
So and what they do is they put adult characteristics and traits onto these children because they don't know what children are, which is no smarter than a pig. And then you're going to tell that little pig its entire life until it becomes an adult that it's a girl, but it's really a boy, and then act like that's okay. It's fucking weird.
No, it is. Look, 10th man, I'll even tell you this. Like, there's Instagram accounts that, like mothers that actually put films of their daughters dancing, doing these TikToks, and they're underage. They're like 12 years old, 13 years old.
Aware.
It's fucking insane when I look at these fucking things.
Modeling,
all about it. Yep.
What do you think these young modeling freaking
it's called
agencies
pedophilia.
are?
Yes, exactly. And all the ones that subscribe to that and fucking are commenting and saying this shit like fucking feet or any of this bullshit, and they're focused on the young little girl dancing because the mom is fucking letting her do that online. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's disgusting.
Bro,
it's
Jake,
crazy.
Jake, when they were trying to popularize gayness basically in schools with shit like Glee, for example, and Pride parades, and trying to get students to get involved in
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. You remember that shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you had Lady Gaga release the gay anthem of "Baby, I Was Born This Way," right? Look, their whole argument was just love is love, and we were born this way, right?